and welcome to Grace and Lottie's. Elizabeth here, getting ready to, I would say unbox, but it's not in a box, but I guess unwrap or open a new craft that I just got. This is from newcraftday. Now, full disclosure, they reached out to me to do an unboxing video and sent me this kit. I'm gonna let you know their prices are not expensive, so they want me to do an honest unboxing. So totally this will be honest. Again, I say unboxing really loosely, but I'm excited to see what's in here. They had a bunch of stuff on their website, so I scrolled through, found something I thought would look good down in my gaming area downstairs, because I kind of have a retro studio. But I'm excited that it came. I mean, you can see this. It came in just a simple little envelope. I think that may be one way they keep their prices low. I did just kind of open it just a little bit to make sure that it's what I thought it was. I have not actually really looked at it. But keeping packaging simple, I think, is a great way to help just offset prices. Now, okay, it looked a little, I can see now opening this up, that what I thought I was going to be doing a lot more on this for placing the diamonds. I thought I was going to actually have quill work on it. Okay, oh, there's the pieces. This looks almost identical to what came in my last kit. So that's kind of funny. The tray, the pen, everything. That's a little bit folded here from being in the container. I can totally, like, this will rest out. I can hit it with an iron real quick and that'll also help get these out. So I thought that I was gonna have to do the quilling, because this is supposed to look like quilling between, and it was gonna be like ultra dimensional like that. Now it is just a picture of that. So we'll see what it looks like. I wanna give it the benefit of the doubt that this will turn out cute when it's done. And again, it's going in a vintage area. I thought, oh, this will look good. It's supposed to look like a homemade craft when I'm done. I bought this thing or ordered this thinking that. I didn't buy it, they sponsored it. But we will have a link down below so that if you want to order from them, you can. And as well as you get a 10% discount. Their prices are crazy low, and 10% off on top of it is crazy. So just to let you know that when you're looking, yeah, it's worth checking out. So in here, I've got a second package with all of the bits. Now, all of the dots in here are jewel dots. I can see that already. They're not the flat dot like I had in my last kit that I did. You can see them here. These are all sparkly. So I'm gonna open the package and then I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. Okay, look, all of these colors. Now, one of the reasons I thought this would be fun to do is because it had the different jewels as well. So we have a lot of different pieces to go in. They are marked back here. So these giant 16 and 17 go here. Those 16s, they're gonna fill quite a bit of the space. So So I think we'll be good with that. I'm really curious what this is going to look like when it's done. But yeah, let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about here with these. And you can see we've got all different sizes here and some different colors. We've got the yellows. Yeah, it's all going to be very sparkly when it's done. So. Yeah, look at that sparkle. That's fun. Now, unlike the other kit, this one did not come with any bags to be able to put them in. A lot of times they'll come with the little bags, so I'll probably put my little bags from my other kit. Most crafters who are into diamond painting also have their own containers that they're used to using. I have these that I put together for the last kit. So not including them, I don't think is a huge waste, just because a lot of times you already have those things. But if you don't have those, just be aware of that. And this is identical. I could go grab my other one. It's across the room right now from me. And I put a little gripper. I bought the Diamond Dots kit that's a little more involved, and I put a little comfort grip on this. I tend to use stick tack instead of the wax that's involved here. Sorry, I forgot I was zoomed in. Let's look at this again. Yeah, and the kit that came with this, or the tools that came with it, look pretty much like standard for this. I have my set for my last kit, and I mean, it's the green. Every bit of this is exactly the same. So it's pretty standard. I did buy the Diamond Dots tool kit, so it's got 2 more of these. Plus I got comfort grips, which I really like having the comfort grip with this. So we'll see how this turns out. I'm kind of curious about just what this is all gonna look like when it's all done. With the larger, the different size dots, the fact that they are all very sparkly. Very, very sparkly. And again, I picked it. So there were a lot to choose from. This is what I picked. So I'm super, super curious. So let me go get this flattened out, and then we'll get to work and we'll see how that all lays out. Okay, ironing is complete. Now, I didn't record ironing it because number one, my ironing room is a totally ugly area of my house. But when you're wanting to iron these, I use the nylon setting on my iron. Now, typically whenever I use the nylon setting, I get a little impatient and I always want to turn it up. And the moment that I make my iron hotter, I regret it. So stick with the nylon setting. As much as you may be like, this is taking forever. What if I just made it a little warmer? Don't. Stick with the nylon setting. You'll be happy. Feeling this now that I've gotten it out, it's a pretty thick canvas. So that's definitely a plus. It's laying down well now that it's been ironed. I also noticed glue is only where it needs to be. So it is not sticky here. It is sticky where the dots need to go. So again, this will be something we see as we move. How well is the glue placed? How well is the adhesion? Like, does it stick well? I'm very curious to see how this all turns out in the end. Now, it does say up here that the size is 30 by 30. 30 by 30 is the full canvas. The actual working area is 25, so I want to get my lines drawn for removing this. I'm going to go with 898 on it. So I use a wet erase marker. I find those work actually pretty well. 8, and then we're going to come in 8 to 17 right here. Do that on the other side. Eight, and then 17 right there, and then on the sides. 8, 17. And then mark the 8 and the 17. There we go. Okay, connect the dots. This is an old as seen on TV ruler, by the way, in case you were wondering. I got it when I was like in middle school as like a stocking stuffer. I use it because it has centimeters, and my quilting ruler that I use a lot, also for like a large drafting ruler too, is in inches. So whenever I need to use centimeters, this guy gets to come out. And I love the wet erase markers for this job. I find I like them just a little bit better than Sharpies. There we go. All lined up. Okay, are we ready to get going with this? I think we'll place one of those 17s first. I think we work large to small on this. Are the ones a different size than the 4s? Because like the 4s look really, really small. Well, maybe they are the same size, but the 1s look big in comparison to the 4s. They're the same size here. So I'm now really, really curious about that because just looking from here, those look smaller than those. Not by much, but like they're just a little bit smaller. Okay. So let's go ahead and trim this guy here. It's funny when I see it, like the light coming through makes it look like there's red on the paper. Like, how did that bleed through? It didn't. It's just the light. Okay, there's the first one removed. Okay, I can see, I'm gonna try to move this a little bit so maybe you guys can see a little bit in the shine. Okay, yeah, you can, just a little bit. You see where it's shiny, that's where the glue is. So it is just in those localized areas. I'm very, very confused. I'm also thinking that if the dot doesn't completely cover it, is it just going to get dust? When it's all done, am I just gonna have a dusty mess? Okay, let's see here, 17. Okay, they're perforated. I think I'm just gonna cut. I do that with my kitchen stuff too. Like there may be a perforation, but I end up just cutting it. Now for these, because they're really not gonna spill everywhere, I'm not gonna bother putting these in a separate bag. I'm just gonna leave them in this bag because it's gonna be hard enough just to get a couple out. I only need 2 for this. So the question is, do you use this tool? They look a little scratchy. Let me see if I can, they clean a little bit. I've got a microfiber right here. These bigger ones. It helped a little. But the plastic looks a little bit scratched on the facets. Now, I mean, it's plastic, you know, on top of a shiny material. That's Now we're gonna try what came in the package first. I'm guessing I've never really thought about the big ones. Like it'd probably be just as easy to place them with my fingers as it would be to place them, peel that off, as it would be to place them with the tool. We're gonna try the tool. Okay, beautiful little hole punch. It picks it up. Okay, they're pointing in. Okay, there's one placed. So let's see what it is versus placing with fingers. We'll compare. Okay, the tool is easier. I'm saying that. I can get a lot more. Oh, scoot, 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 scoot. There we go. That one's on. We have our first bits placed. Looks like next we got 111 over there. So let's get that 11 in. I think it's a pearly. It is, it's the big pearl. So we got the little pearls too. I'm a June baby, so I like pearls. I kind of like this blue line's a good spot to cut on. Right there to open these up. I have one. Again, not going to use a tray for one. set that up at the top there, flip you over. My phone is going off. Okay, I feel like the spot is a little big for it, and I do see there's quite a bit of glue around that one. Let me double check. This is 11. That was 11. So I'm gonna have to find out if there's like a way that you can like deactivate glue on this a little bit. Because again, I don't want it getting dusty. Like that's what I just pictured, is like dust being drawn to this, because it's gonna be down and hanging up in my basement. I know where I'm putting it. Yeah. Anyway, okay. 13's next. And again, the wax is working fine on this. The glue is sticky enough. There's 12, 13. This one I may pick up and go ahead and do both sides of the flower here. Got one going there. Now having those placed, I'm noticing a little more color in these, which I'm liking. Like I just assumed these were clear, but it's got kind of all the hues kind of coming in, like the prismatic coloring, I guess. I'm trying to think the best word for that. Kind of like the rainbow coming out. So that's gonna be fun. It's also kind of got a smoky veneer on it that I wasn't expecting, which I like. Now it's time to get into all those little bits. And this is where I will be using my little bags for them, just because this is going to be a lot to try to, these will not stay nicely in their bags. I'm noticing a couple look like they may be broken. They could also just be turned in the package. So I'm going to need 1, 4, and 8 to get started in this section. I just realized I started at the wrong side. Here's 4. 4's brown. Okay. Okay, 1, 4, and 8 is clear. There are those colors. Quite a bit of them in here, so lots of 4s. So let's get up my little bags I have. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna be putting brown on the blue on the butterfly. We got one that got stuck in the packaging there. There we go. I'm just going to put them all in there for now. Oh, I should have used my other tray. My other tray pours into a thing better. Ah, stink. Oh well. My Diamond Dots tray has the little spout on the end. Everything feels good so far. Like nothing feels weird. Yeah, this pour spout would be nice. I'll probably switch over to my other one here in just a second that does have a pour spout, but they're sticking fine. Nothing feels weird. As far as like the materials go, I'm waiting to say my final thoughts on color choice till I get done, because right now this brown on this butterfly feels a little weird, but I wanted to save all of that until the very end, so I'm gonna get to work on getting the rest of this done, and for you it'll be a few moments. For me it's gonna be a little bit, so I'll see you then. As I was working, I started noticing that these diamonds take over the piece, and they really kind of take over and make whatever pictures on the background really disappear. And that made me a little sad because I wanted the background picture to appear. So seeing it finished, I am just a little bit underwhelmed. Now, the kit as a whole, all the pieces were there, everything worked, the glue is holding, like look, I'm rubbing my hand on it, nothing's disappearing, nothing's moving, everything works. And the gems are fine. I did have one that had a little dot on it. Right here, he's got a little bit of a black spot, but there was extras, so I was able to put those in there. I think this probably should be one, and I have extras, so I could put one there just to kind of finish it off a little bit, to make it fit with the rest. But I mean, everything works, but I want more from this piece. So I've got some ideas that I'm going to be doing. So be looking for an update to this, because I have ideas like on how to make this like really, really, really cool. So this probably gonna be a second video that will be coming soon. But for the price I paid for it, this was a fun activity for like a rainy day where like you've got a couple of hours. It took me about 4 hours start to finish to get it done. So nothing crazy. Like, it's not a ton of time. It's something you can do easily. Nothing was difficult. Like there was no like seeing things, figuring out. Nothing was difficult on this. It was pretty much straightforward. If you are going to do it, I recommend having little bags or something to put the pieces in. But other than that, it was all fine. It was good. I mean, again, I paid like it was, or I didn't pay. It was $5 on the website, so it's nothing crazy expensive. I think that for that price, it was good. I'm glad that they kind of gave the a little bit less packaging. I mean, I feel pretty good about that. Kind of saved all the plastic, so I kind of have an idea how much plastic was in this. And that I think is it. I wish I had like some huge thing. I neither have anything hugely positive or hugely negative. It's kind of in the middle with this one. I don't have anything that went crazy wrong, and nothing blew me away either. So take it for what that is, that it is kind of in the middle with all of this. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. It tells you that this is a mediocre, middle of the road project. It's a good value. We can put it that way. That is the biggest one. It's a good value. I have some ideas on something fun I can do with this to take it to the next level. So I am looking forward to that. I like kind of having a creative challenge, and maybe that's a good thing that this is giving me a little bit of a creative challenge to think about and come up with more ideas there. And so looking at it as a seed for ideas, that's kind of a cool thing too. So if you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving this a thumbs up or a like, and share it and comment. Those things. It's the normal stuff with a YouTube video. And subscribe and hit that notification bell, especially if you want to see the next steps for this one, what I've got kind of ruminating in my mind right now for what could come next. So I look forward to seeing you at the next video. I do live streams every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. So I'd love to see you there. And again, if you want to order, I've got that code down there, Grace10, so that you can get 10% off, as well as all the links are down there in the description. So look down there if you want to get one for yourself. So look forward to seeing you next time.